his white beard and red suit in line. His ho-ho-ho brought joy to the children, for again it was Christmas time. His belly would shake as he merrily laughed, spreading his Christmas joy. "I'm Santa Claus," he'd say, "come sit on my knee," to each little girl and boy. But standing apart from the merry crowd stood a lad about 7 years old. With no coat to cover his bony frame, he was shaking and weak from the cold. He had no shoes to warm his feet. He looked hungry, just skin and bone. But with a look of peace in his humble little face, he just stood there all alone. When Santa saw the boy, a sympathy grew, and he said, "Come here to me." He covered the trembling frame with his robe as he sat the child on his knee. The boy looked up at Santa with worship in his eyes, and he said, "My name is Billy, and I love you, sir. Why, you're the grandest in all of the land. And I didn't mean to be no trouble, Santa," he went on, trying hard to smile. "But I heard you laughing, and I saw the children, and I thought I'd just watch for a while. And I won't bother you with wanting nothing, sir, because I already know I've been bad." Santa looked down at the poor ragged little boy and said, "Where is your mom and your dad?" "Well, my dad lives in prison, or that's what Mama says anyhow. They say he shot Mama's boyfriend, and he's been there a long time now. And me and Mom, we live with Mr. Brown now. Mom works at the bar every day, and Mr. Brown just drinks beer and cusses a lot whenever I get in his way. I've been gone for 4 days now, Santa. I've been sleeping in cars that I find, and I know that makes me a bad boy, but you've sure been treating me kind. I've been praying for you since I've been big enough, Santa, every Christmas Eve night. And then the next day, when the kids have all the toys, why, I know that you've made it all right. And I'm so glad to see them so happy as I go walking along. But my stocking has always been empty, and that's how I know I've done wrong. Mr. Brown told me all about it. He said I ain't nothing, I just ain't no good. And I know that he's right, because you never came, sir. And if I wasn't bad, then you would. "It's okay, son," Santa muttered, such a faith he had never seen in a while. Though a tear was straining to fill his eyes, he looked down at the lad with a smile. "Just tell Santa what you'd like, son. Anything that you might have in mind. I didn't know where you lived before, Billy, but I promise I won't miss you next time." The little boy's face quickly grew brighter. Such luck he would never have guessed. And after thinking a while, he finally said, "Well, sir, I might just have one request. Have you ever been to heaven, Santa? Why, I bet you know God as good as you are. Could I just ride up to Jesus' house if it isn't too awfully far? I might just let me live there a while. Daddy says he likes little boys. And I wouldn't take up too much room, sir. I could sit in the back with the toys. And I promise not to be bad, Santa, and I could help God with his chores. He might even let me see Daddy, and I wouldn't be hungry no more. I'm so tired and sleepy now, Santa," said the child as he looked up towards the sky, and with a sigh, he relaxed against Santa's chest and peacefully closed his eyes. Santa quickly felt the little boy's pulse. "Would someone please get a doctor?" he said. But when the ambulance took little Billy away, everyone knew he was dead. The children had grown more solemn as they listened to the little boy. They were no longer happy and laughing. His sorrow had stolen their joy. They looked to Santa for comfort, and he fought for the right words to say. He said, "Now kids, don't worry for Billy. He just went to heaven today." He wanted to go and live with God, so now everything is all right. Let thoughts of Billy make your hearts be kind, and we'll see you all Christmas Eve night. Merry Christmas.
Thank you very much.